So yesterday I was with my friends and we were sewing and I fully passed out. And I think it was a combination of a few things. For one, I think I was too high. I don't really smoke weed that much anymore. And then I was having a lot of realizations while there that I think was overstimulating me, just about like what I want to do with my life. And that's like a whole conversation I have to get into with y'all another time. And then for three, I think I was stressed. I think the stress of the past few days was catching up to me. There's a lot going on in my inner world. Point is, I passed out. And I think the passing out made me realize I need to slow down. If there's any way to say slow down, it's literally making you fall to the ground, black out, and have to rest to feel better. And y'all, it's left me with a lot of questions for one, and it's left me feeling very confused because I have this idea of who I want to be, and it's this person I've wanted to be for years and years and years. It's this vibe, but like more like it girly and, you know, on social media and growing my platforms and growing my pages and hosting events and this and that. And I think the core of that is still something I'm passionate about, but the way I'm going about it is not my truth. I think I've become too worried about this content creator vibe. I don't want to make a content calendar and have this rigorous lifestyle surrounding just what I enjoy doing. And I think that's a hard realization for me because being a content creator influencer has been my way out for years. It's like, okay, I'll work a job until, you know, I get to this point so that way I can stop working and have financial freedom, be able to have this platform so I can do whatever I want. I can start a business because I already have a platform, that whole logic. And I think I think this truth disrupts that. And that's really scary to me because then I don't know. It's not only that I don't know what I'm doing anymore, that's a huge part of it, like what I want to do with my career. Because I know it's not the job I'm currently working. I love my job, but I don't want to do that forever. And I don't have another job in mind that I want to do. And so the out was influencing. Like I could just be an influencer and live my life. And that was like my out. And if I'm questioning if I want to do that, that's very confusing to me. And the other side of that is I feel like it makes me question my identity because I think that I've grown a lot from needing external validation, but I haven't entirely, and there's still a large part of myself that needs that external validation, and I think that's why I feel so called to being an influencer sometimes, is because I genuinely do have a really cool life, but I feel like I feel the need to show it, and I feel the need to prove something to people, especially like something about proving something to people from my high school is something major to me, like, oh, like, look at her, she made it, she has 1 million subscribers on Instagram, like, that's all, like, it's just like what I thought, like, I just thought it would be something that proves my worth to everybody and to me. And so also having this truth coming into mind that I might not want to take that route makes me feel like, who am I then? Like, who am I outside of this idea that I've always thought I wanted to be? This is not a truth that is completely new to me. It's something that's been pinging me in the back of my mind for a while now, really ever since I moved to Atlanta and been surrounded by the arts. And it's also something I've kind of underlyingly knew for a long time, that I really want to be slower and connect to my art, but it just didn't seem like, I thought it would look like connect to my art but still doing it fully online kind of thing. And so yeah, I'm just very confused about that whole, I feel like it almost gives quarter life crisis vibes, which I know is the whole like point of your 20s is to figure it out and this and that, but I feel like it's just been very confusing. And this just happened yesterday, so these are all just fresh thoughts I'm having. And I really do want to focus more on art. I've always been a creative person, and I feel like I'm finally discovering what that entirely means to me, which makes me feel important to myself, makes me feel understood by myself for the first time in my life, because I've always known I was creative, but I didn't know which modalities really spoke to me. Because I have this good and bad habit of thinking everything is cool and wanting to try everything. So I kind of just dabbled and dabbled in literally every single possible thing for a long time. And it wasn't until recently where I've really felt called to painting and to sewing. And I think these are two things that bring me a lot of peace. And they kind of both tackle two different really important areas for me. Sewing really brings out the creativity in the sense of like creating something with my hands and bringing a vision in my head to life, which is really important. And painting is really my emotional outlet. I think I've finally been able to let painting not have to be something I'm good at, so it allows me to fully vent onto a canvas, which has been something that's also really cathartic for me. And in saying all that, I'm just saying, I think I'm discovering what I want to do with my life in a simpler sense. And that's very scary because not only did I have all these thoughts I just told you about wanting this thing and wanting that life and having this idea of myself, but also in the sense of being someone in America, our whole life is is disciplined and conditioned to want to chase after monetary freedom and just chase after, you know, this hustle life to have the freedom that we actually want kind of thing. And I think the life that I imagine for myself is the pure opposite of that. Like, I imagine being on the beach, eating fruit, going home, sewing an outfit, taking pictures with my girls in the outfit just for fun, not because I'm an influencer. Recording videos like this. Again, this was random. Like, I was literally just sewing, and I was like, yo, I just want to talk to the camera. And I feel like that is the original purpose of all these ideas I've wanted to do. And I just imagine a slower life, like painting, and I want to garden, and when I become a mom, I want to be a full-time parent. Is also something I'm realizing. And full-time in the sense of full-time, like really dedicating my life to my children when I have them. I feel like that's the whole point. And just dedicating just to my family. And I don't know what that means because I feel confused. Yeah, I feel so confused. I feel like painting has really been speaking to me because it's very slow paced, and I've been needing that. This was the one that really made me realize I love painting. I completed this maybe like a month ago now, and the idea for this was literally to play. Like, I was like, I don't want to come into this with any idea. I'm just going to get my paintbrushes, pick whatever colors I want, and just do stuff on the canvas. And that's exactly what I did. Like, I just played around, and it was the most fun I've had with the painting. It came out really cool, I think. It has made me realize that, like, yeah, I just wanna not think so much. I showed this painting on my Finsta, but I haven't really shown my paintings because I feel like it's been my own private sanctuary right now. And it's not, like, I'm not good at it. I just enjoy it. This is a finger painting. I just wanted to finger paint randomly, so I was like, I'm just gonna finger paint. Finger painted. This is one I'm still working on. This was an idea I had in my head. Of like, they're gonna be a paintbrush right here, and they're gonna be painting their universe type of vibe, their garden. This is gonna take me a long time to finish, but this is one that I'm doing right now. And I have one more I'm also working on right now. This is the other one I'm working on right now. Very random. I started the background of this in a park, and again, it was very like random. I was writing how I felt. I literally wrote, I feel insane. And I was like, what am I becoming? Obviously, by these paintings, like, the theme has really been like, who am I as of late? And I feel like yesterday just kind of solidified that. And then I started painting a little monster guy on top because I was inspired by this other artist I actually met at an artist pop-up in Atlanta who like paints like monsters of all different types of things. And I was like, I want to make a cute little monster. So I'm making a monster. That's really it. This is what I want to do with my life, I fear. Oh, I fear. I'm fearing because then what does that mean? Like, I want to sew, I want to paint, and I want to make very simple, cute little videos in my bonnet without having to worry about anything. And post them whenever I can instead of having to stick to a schedule and worry about the algorithm and worry about the views and the numbers and the comments. And I don't want to make 700 reels to promote this video. I don't. Because that wasn't the point of making the video. The point of making the video was just to talk and get out my thoughts. So what am I doing with my life? I don't know. So anyway, if you're feeling lost, you're not alone, gang. I do have a community I'm building in Atlanta called Heal the Artists. And like, this is kind of, it's so funny because this is kind of the vision for it. And like, I think it's such a reality check that it's like working on me. Like, the whole idea was to bring artists together to like get them more in tune with their art and like allow people to connect more with their creativity if they felt like they were creative and didn't know how, or just artists that already know their modality but want to deepen their connection to their art and to others through art. And I think it's so funny because that's been like my whole life. It's just so funny that's, you know, I knew it would like work on me but not so literally. But yeah, Heal the Artist is very literal in the name. It's Heal the Artist, like, for a reason. But with that being said, I don't know if this video is going to get any views, but if it does, my next event is going to be on March 29th. Let's see if I get this video up before then, but it's on March 29th in Atlanta. It's only $5, and the only reason why I'm charging is because I'm going to bring some supplies and some herbal L's to share. And it's going to be in a park. We're just going to go out. We're going to vibe. We're going to paint. We're going to bring whatever craft you want. You can bring whatever you want. Bring your yarn, bring your paint, bring your journal, bring your laptop to write a book, sun gaze, I don't know, but just gather. I think that is what I want my focus to be for now. Obviously, I'm not going to uproot my whole life right now and move to an island, even though that's really something I think I want to do. I have to make more videos because I can't get out into all this right now. I just think right now I want to focus on the community around me and my own art and see where that takes me and stop worrying so much about the socials and things like that. Even like this morning, I had that thought and then I wanted to make this video, and it doesn't feel hard to me because I wanted to. And when it's a scheduled plan, I struggle. I also think I vlog too much. I love vlogs because, again, the external validation thing, I think it helps me be able to show what I'm doing with my life. Because like I said, I think my life is very, very cool. And I know others think my life is cool because it is cool. But like, I want to show all of it because it's cool. And like, I struggle to make videos like this because I'm just like, no one's going to think I'm cool. Like, it's not showing anything. I'm just chatting to the camera. Who cares? And unfortunately, for that thought that I just had, this is what I'd rather be doing right now. So I guess I gotta listen to that. Yeah, man. Who fucking knows? Peace.